She's 5'8". 18 years old. Her vital stats are 35, 25, 37 and a half. Candidate number 2 is Rachel Ann Bustamante, 17 years old. She's 5'6" and a half inches tall. Her figure is 35, 25, 35. Coming up is candidate number 3, Patricia Shirley Santos, 17 years old. She's 5'7" and takes the tape at 34, 25, 24. Next is candidate number 4, Selena Antonio, 23 years old. Selena is 5'7". Her body measurement is 34, 24, 34. Candidate number 5, Nicole Kaufman. She stands 5'7". She's 24 years old, and her measurements are 35, 25, 36. Welcome, candidate number 6, Patricia Lay Ejercitado. 21 years old, Patricia is 5'8" and measures 34, 23 3/4, 35 and a half. Candidate number 7 is Laurice Ann Caparas, 17 years old. Her height is 5'8" and her figure is 34, 23 and a half, 35. We now have candidate number 8, Anne Marie Morelos, 20 years old. She's 5'8" and a half inches tall, and her body figure is 34, 25, 36 and a half. Coming up is candidate number 9, Laika Joy Jimenez. 20 years old, Laika is 5'8" and measures 34, 25, 35. Candidate number 10 is next, Maria Venus Ra. 21 years old, she's 5'9". Her figure is 35, 22, 35. Next is candidate number 11, Krista Arietta Kleiner. 21 years old, 5'10" and a half inches tall, and her figure is 36, 26, 36. And now we have candidate number 12, Reina May Mayrina. 24 years old, she's 5'10" and takes the tape at 34 and a half, 26 and a half, 36 and a half. Next on stage is candidate number 13, Gwendolyn Ruhe. 20 years old, Gwen is 6 feet tall, and her figure is 35 and a half, 25 and a half, 36. Say hello to candidate number 14, Mary Ann Ross Misa. 21 years old, Mary Ann is 5'10" and measures 36, 25, 36 and a half. Coming up is candidate number 15, Jam Charish Libatog. 22 years old, she is 5'11". Her vital stats are 35, 25, 35. Candidate number 16 is next, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Aliesa Hipolito. 20 years old, she is 5'8.5" tall. Her body figure is 35, 25, 35. We now have candidate number 17. She is Rose Ann Aguilar. 22 years old, Rose is 5'8.5" tall and ticks the tape 35 3/4, 25, 35 3/4. Candidate number 18 is next. Helen Nicolette Henson. 21 years old. She is 5'8.5" tall. And her body measurements are 35, 25, 35. Taking center stage is candidate number 19. Kate Princess Alimurong. 22 years old. She's 5'8", and her measurements are 34.5, 25 3/4, 35 1/4. We now have candidate number 20, Marie Isabel Matubis. 22 years old, she is 5'8", and her figure is 35, 25, 35. Candidate number 21 is next. Sarina Catherine Gatbonton. 19 years old, she is 5'10.5" tall. Measures 34, 23, 34.5. Coming up is candidate number 22, Diane Neso. 17 years old, Diane is 5'6", and her figure is 34, 25, 36. Our next candidate is number 23, Mira Hernandez. Mira is 20 years old. She stands 5'6", and her vital measurements are 34, 25, 35.5. Finally, on our ramp, candidate number 24, Angelica Damian. Angelica is 23 years old, 5'6", and her figure stands at 34, 25, 35.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our 24 official candidates in their swimsuits.
Our 24 candidates in their swimsuits, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how are you guys doing with your votes? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a long night. So ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you still have one more chance to have one more look at our 24 candidates later on during the evening gown segment. In the meantime, let's take a look as we check out what our candidates have been doing for the past week. That's coming right up next on Binibining Pilipinas Pre-Pageant Night.
Binibining Pilipinas 2010 would like to thank